welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you guys a lot for subscribing and following me on this YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys. If you are new to my channel, you are very and highly welcome. And if you haven't subscribed already, please, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. So guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to cut and this trendy handkerchief flare skirt. So if you see the skirt, so like the picture that you could see the picture up there, it's really trendy and really cheeky. Yeah, when I say cheeky, it's really girlish. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you how to cut and sew today. And this skirt is so fast that even as a beginner, yeah, you'll be able to do this and then rock it this season that is coming up. We all know what season it is. So I'm just going to go straight. So I have my fabric already laid out on my table, and I'm going to be making use of 2 yards of fabric. So this is just a plain fabric I'm making use of for the sake of this illustration. So you could make use of an Ankara fabric, you could make use of any fabric of your choice, a sample material fabric, so you could actually make use of that. So let's just get started. So I'm making use of 2 yards of Ankara fabric, so of this plain fabric, so you could make use of Ankara. So I'm going to cut it open now. I'm separating it 1 yard each. For a plus size person, you could make use of 2.5, and then depends on the length of your skirt. So that is what you put into consideration. So I've opened them up, and then I'm going to fold them together. So I'm folding the same. So this is the two. So you know it is a flare, so I'm cutting it in the flare form. So I'm just going to fold it like this now. So I folded into 2. And then I'm folding into 4, just like we're cutting our flare and skirt. So for this skirt, you could do it in 2 ways. You could decide to add a zipper allowance to it, and this is a double one that we're cutting, so that is why I opened my fabric into 2. But if you are going to be cutting a single one, you're just going to have 1 fabric. You don't need to share your fabric into 2. And for this skirt, you could decide to put a zipper, but for this I'm not going to be putting a zipper. I'm going to be using this elastic band, waistband. So I'm going to use this. You see, it's stretchy. You get them at regular and accessory shops. So that's what I'm going to be using for the waist of this skirt. So let's just get straight. So I folded my fabric now, so it's folded into 4. And in cutting out an handkerchief and flare, you're just going to measure. So I'm going to be working with the length of what I have here. So I'm going to measure this point. Now the first angle that I have 16 inches here. So this is my 16 inches. So the 4 part has to be 16 inches. So that is how it works. So I'm going to mark out 16 inches from this point now. So this is 16 inches also. So I measured 16 inches from this point, and then I'm going to measure out the 16 inches also from this point. So I'm just going to use my mark. So I'm just going to mark it out straight like this. Unless you want a high-low handkerchief skirt, so you could decide to extend this part. So I'm going to mark this side also 16 inches. So you see the 4 part is marked into 16 inches. So this part here and here is 16 inches. So I'm going to cut out this excess now in order not to confuse you. So I have 16 square now. So the next thing now, we're going to measure out your radius of your circle. That's your, if you are going to use the peplum formula of 6.28, so you divide your waist by that. But I'm going to just use the free hand method to do this. So my waist measurement, I'm going to divide it into 4. So I'm using 24 inches. So when you divide 24 into 4, you have 6 inches. So I'm going to mark out 6 inches from this point. So I'm just going to come like this and then mark out from this point and check where I'm going to get my 6 inches from. So this is just like the free way of cutting out a flare. If you don't want to make use of the flare, the regular flare and formula. So you're just going to check it out. So I have my 6 inches. So I'm going to cut it out now. So like I said, it is really simple and easy. So if you are going to add your zipper, if you are going to add a zipper to this, you increase on the length, that's the width of your skirt. So you add your 2 inches zipper allowance to it. So that's that. So I've cut it out now. So this is what I have. So it's looking like a dress, right? So I'm going to open it up now for you to see what I have. So this is what I have. Now if it was one and layer handkerchief flare, this is what we're going to have. If I was doing one layer, this is what I'm going to have, you see. But since I'm doing 2 layers, so I'm going to show you how to achieve the 2 layer now. If you want it to drop like the picture we have, so you see, and the first one here, you're just going to take this one like this. You see, they actually came together like this. So you're just going to turn it. So I want you to see what I have. You see the beauty of it. It looks good, right? You're just going to turn it like this. So you see, you're just going to turn it like this. So if you are doing the double one, which is always finer, you just turn it like this, and then this is what we have. You see our skirt. Our skirt is looking so beautiful, right? So if you are adding a zipper, like I said, so you open up one side and then add your zipper. But me, I'm not going to be adding a zipper. This is what I'm going to use as my band. So it's really simple, and this skirt, you could sew it for anybody, could rock it. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just use my elastic and band. I'm just going to sew it around the waist. So in fixing your band, you're going to stitch it together on one side. So you see, I've stitched it together on one side. So now I have my band now. So I'm just going to fix it around the waistline. So it's really simple. So you just pick out any part where you are going to be stitching like this, and then you are going to stitch. You're just going to hold the both of them together. That's if you are doing the double one, and then we're going to start and stitching. So I'm just going to stitch round, just stitch it round on my waist, on the waistline. So you just stitch, don't stretch your band. So guys, you see what we have. Our skirt is so beautifully done in just a little minute. So I'm just going to put it on the mannequin now for you to see how it looks. Alright guys, so you could see our trendy handkerchief Flare skirt. Yeah, I'm so happy it came out really beautifully well. So you could see it. So like I said, because this is on the 2 layer on, so that is why it's looking like this. It is fuller and it is really finer. So if you want to do just on 1 layer, you could decide to do that, but I really like this 2 layer, and it's really trendy and chic. So if you want yours longer, all you have to do is just measure yourself and then increase the length. So guys, thank you so much. If you find this video illustration helpful, please do not hesitate to like on this video, give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. It will make me to know that you appreciate what I did with this video. And then if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do that. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, guys. And then hit on that notification bell to get an update whenever I upload a new video. So thank you so much. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you. Ciao.